Hi everyone, welcome to Small Retired Life. We're in winter wonderland and I thought we could spend a couple of days together doing festive things and just keeping warm while it's really cold outside. So I thought we were going to go out and run around Calgary today, but it's not going to happen because look at this weather. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely stunning outside. Snowing like crazy. Wow, I'm loving it. This is the kind of weather to be walking out in because it's just so Christmassy and so cheerful.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat.
It's so amazing.
To give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby.
Wow, this is incredible. It's like winter wonderland out here. I think I'll just take you for a little tour around the river in Calgary. Oh, even crossing a field, I'm just out of breath. Walking in snow is hard.
Something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire.
Okay, I'm home again and was it ever chilly out there with the snow falling on my face? But so beautiful, definitely a great way to start the day. I'm also baking bread and I think we're going to make some focaccia later on tonight and I can bring you along with me. But I think it's a great moment to have a little bit of coffee with Bailey's and just go through some magazines and Christmas ideas. I still have bows to put on my Christmas tree. I tried to do it during my decorating video, but Amazon did not come through in time. And part of that is because the roads have been so horrible here. Everything seems to be delayed. We also have a huge postal strike, of course, just in time for Christmas. So yeah, I think we're just gonna make some coffee with Bailey's. I just do a little shot of Bailey's. I'm not a big drinker. I don't really enjoy drinking that much, but coffee and Bailey's is just such a Canadian thing to do. Cheers.
As I stroll on my way to you, how would you feel about packing up today? Leave this all behind, go get snow
So in the next segment, we're going to make a craft, and we're also going to make a recipe. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to make some focaccia with you, and I'm going to make a little angel ornament that you can use as a decoration, or you can put it on a gift wrap item as a little extra something, or even just take them as little hostess gifts somewhere. So I thought we would make some focaccia, and this recipe is from a website called Emma's Goodies, and it's called the No Knead Focaccia. And this is so easy because you do not have to knead it. I always use a scale when I do my bread. I'm using bread flour here, but you can use all-purpose. You will need salt, you will need some yeast, and you will need some olive oil. We want about 2 cups, so 470 grams of lukewarm water. And I'm going to add in about 7 grams of yeast. So I don't know, it's about just under 2 teaspoons, because 11 grams is about 2 teaspoons. So I'll add that in, and I just kind of mix it all up. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And about 2 teaspoons or 11 grams of salt. And I just have this pink Himalayan salt, but you can use like whatever salt you have. Then I am going to add in 4 cups of bread flour, which is about 560 grams. I'm going to use this bread scraper to kind of mix it. It's going to be a pretty wet dough. And you just want to incorporate everything so that there's no dried flour or anything like that. So we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes we're going to start a series of stretch and folds, and I will show you how to do all of that. All right, so we are going to do a series of stretch and folds, and you want to have a little bit of water to wet your hands because this dough is very sticky. So I'm going to take some water on my hands, and I'm basically going to take the dough, lift it, and turn it. Lift, turn. And I'm going to do this 4 times. That's 3. And that's 4. All right. And what we want to do is do this every half an hour for 3 more times. So basically the dough is sitting like this for 2 hours, and every half an hour you're doing a stretch and fold. But I will link the recipe, as I said, and it will explain exactly when to do these stretch and folds. So we're going to do our second set of stretch and fold. And this dough's already starting to get bubbly. So that was 2. So we're going to put it in for another 30 minutes and then do another series of stretch and folds after that. All right, here's our 3rd set of stretch and folds, and as you can tell, the dough is starting to spread out so much more. And it's starting to feel really nice. All right, so that was number 3. So we have one more set after 30 minutes, and that'll be our last set. And then the dough will go into the fridge for overnight. Now, it doesn't have to. If you follow the recipe on Emma's website, you can actually let it rise for around 40 minutes and bake everything the same day. But I will say that it's always better if you do put the dough in the fridge overnight. Like, I just find it has a nicer taste. It rises better. I don't know. I just prefer doing that. So we'll have one more set of stretch and folds, and then we'll just put the dough away for the night. All right, so we're doing our last set of stretch and folds. And this is actually ready to go in the fridge overnight. All right, so our dough's been fermenting for overnight in the fridge. I need a 9x13 tray. And I'm going to put in around 4 tablespoons of oil on the bottom. You want to spread it out really well, coating the entire pan with the olive oil. Here's our dough that's risen overnight, and you will do one more set of stretch and folds, but very gently. And I will put some olive oil on my hands. Oh, look at that bubble. All right, we're going to put the dough into this tray, and we're going to pour some olive oil over it, and I'm just going to spread it out. And we're going to cover it, and because it's been in the fridge, it's going to proof for 2 hours. And I think what I'm going to do is just put another tray or another one of these pans on top. So I'm just going to put this cookie sheet on top, set it aside, and then also put a cloth over it just to keep it warm. All right, so that's it for the next 2 hours, and I'll come back. And I thought I would show you the bread I made last night. Because it turned out quite well. Here is my loaf of sourdough. And it's really good bread. I'm going to slice it so you can see what it looks like. Really nice crumb. I make it in this loaf shape because it's easier for sandwiches. If you want to know how to make this, let me know in the comment section below, and I can do a video on how I make this bread. It is so easy to make, you have no idea. And literally, it probably costs you less than $1 to make this loaf of bread. All right, I've preheated the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have it set on convection. And I've put more olive oil on this dough, and I put olive oil on my hands, and I'm going to start dimpling it. And so just dimple, dimple, dimple. And I want to be spreading it out in the pan. And it's bubbling up like crazy. I don't know if you can see it on camera. And you can put different toppings on it. You can put olives, you can put rosemary. I personally like my focaccia plain with salt. And I use the really big flaked salt because I like to make mine into sandwiches or do different things with it. So I don't like to have like too many flavors. All right, so I'm going to put some salt on it, and it's good to kind of use your oily hands because then you get oil on the toppings. If you're going to use olives, make sure you put them in oil so that they don't burn. And this is going to go in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. My focaccia is done, and I'm going to put it on a rack to cool. So here it is. It looks pretty good. It's really crusty on the outside, and we'll just let it cool off and then I'll slice it for you. So I'm going to cut myself a slice. I usually freeze half of this because I can't eat it. So I freeze it and then I crisp it up in the oven. So here we go. This looks really good. Yum. If you enjoy me doing these vloggy, day in a life, weekend in a life type of videos, please let me know in the comment section below so that I know if this type of content is of interest to you. Also, if you like my channel and you like my content, and it resonates with you, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if a video particularly speaks to you. Guys, I thought we would do a little craft, and I thought we could make a little angel. What you will need is one of these beads that has the little faces marked on it, a little bit of pipe cleaner that you can make into a halo, something that you can make a little bow with. I used a really skinny piece of ribbon. You will need some craft white feathers, like you can get these at Michael's or I got mine on Amazon. I'll try and remember to link some of this stuff below. And then I found these wings ornaments. They were quite inexpensive on Amazon, and they already have a little string attached to them. So that's what we're going to use. And you will need a glue gun or glue, doesn't matter which. Your finished product is going to look like this. And I will show you a better photo once I am finished making them. So I am going to put glue into the hole on the bottom. You want to make sure the face is like facing the right way. But I'm going to put glue all kind of inside that bottom. And then I'm going to take the feathers and just bunch them up really well, and then I'm going to stick them inside that hole. And then I'm going to take my wings and I'm going to put a bead of glue in the center. And I'm going to take the little guy and glue them into the center where I put the glue. And then I'm going to take the little halo and I'm going to put glue into the top hole. And I'm going to stick the end of the pipe cleaner into that hole. So you have this little halo on the top. And then all I'm going to do is put a tiny bead of glue on the back of my bow. And stick it under the angel's neck. There we go. So I will show you a better photo of this on the tree. So here's the angels on my tree. They're super cute. But I think they would be equally nice just hanging from a little gift bag or attached to a parcel that you're giving to someone. And like I think I mentioned before, this could be a good project to do with children. You probably wouldn't use a hot glue gun, but you could use just regular glue. All right, everyone, this is it for this week. Thank you for joining me for my weekend vlog, and I will see you Tuesday next week. And again, to all my American friends, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and hope all of you have some time with friends and family to celebrate.